And we go to Dennis Bloem now. He quit the party earlier or yesterday, and our reporter Moloko Moloto caught up with him for him to explain what the rationale or reasons are behind his departure. It's over to you, Moloko. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sindimabi. Yes, indeed, the Congress of the People's former spokesperson, Dennis Bloem, jumped the ship. He made the announcement in the past few hours, of course, and today he held a media briefing explaining reasons why he decided to leave the party that he helped to found way back in 2015. But he joins me now and he will have to speak for himself as to the reasons why he decided to leave COPE. If you can just paraphrase, Grootman, as to exactly what are the key reasons that led you to quitting Congress of the People.
Well, as I have said, there are many reasons, but the one or a few of them that have pushed me to take this decision. The first one is the expulsion of the Deputy President, Willie Madisha, and the Secretary for Elections, Ntate Mzwandile Hleko. They were expelled from the party. Madisha, Willie Madisha was also removed from Parliament only last week and replaced by Tebo Luwate. Now, Madisha, Willie Madisha and Hleko are the only two founder members that is left in the Congress of the People.
Yeah. You do say that those decisions were unlawful in terms of the party's constitution, but I suppose they would not have happened without the blessings of the party president, Musiwa Patrick Terra-Lekota. Do you think that Mr. Lekota is at the center of destroying COPE, as you have been saying that he really has been endorsing decisions that were detrimental for the party?
Mr. Lekota is participating in unconstitutional structures of the party. He convened these unconstitutional structures of the party. That's why there was this decision. In August last year, they took a decision to suspend me, Mr. Madisha, and Mr. Hleko. Took us to court, they sent court papers, but up until today, nothing has happened. So Mr. Lekota is organizing all these things.
The fightings within COPE are really not new. I mean, we can go back to the days of Mbazima Shilowa and many other people who have really, some of them have left the party ultimately. And you did say during your media briefing that COPE was essentially established on a sandy foundation. Explain that to somebody who really has been not paying attention to Congress of the People in terms of the fault lines within the party over the years.
It's very clear that the foundation of the Congress of the People was built on sand. Since the inception of COPE, there was always leadership infighting. Mbazima Shilowa, Terra-Lekota. Terra-Lekota, Smatsin Gwanyama, Muleleki George, late Muleleki George. And now, it is now Terra-Lekota and Willie Madisha. So that's why I'm saying that this whole thing was about leadership.
Yeah. And Musiwa Lekota is the common factor there. Do you think he has overstayed his welcome as the party president?
You see, I am always asking, and I've asked my comrades all the time, comrades, but tell me, all these people that is gone from the party, were they all of them wrong and one person is right? I've asked them all the time in meetings as well. You see, Dr. Ellen Busak was part of COPE. He was a member of COPE. All of them are gone. All of them, I can mention a lot of names and senior members that that is gone. Now I'm asking the question, is it that all of them were wrong, including myself now, including Madisha, including Phleko? All of us are wrong. One person is right.
Yeah. After COPE was founded, when you contested the elections for the first time, you were voted for by about 1.3 million people across the country. And I think you had about 37 seats in parliament. Today, COPE has 2. And you also had representation in all the 9 legislatures. If I'm not wrong, in some of the provinces like Limpopo, you were the official opposition. You no longer have representation in any of the 9 legislatures in the 9 provinces. And in terms of the councillors, you had 286 councillors across the country. You are now left as COPE with 15 across the country. Given the support that you enjoyed after you had launched as Congress of the People, do you get a sense, yourself included as part of the founding people who founded COPE, do you feel that you have betrayed the people who had initially supported you?
I have said it many a times that we have betrayed our people. That's why the people did not vote. That 1.3 million people did not vote 2014 for COPE again, and they walk away. 2020, the last elections now, we got 47,000 votes. You can see from 1.3 to 47,000. So people are showing, they are protesting, they are not happy with what is happening.
We are a few months away from the elections now. What are the prospects of Congress of the People?
I have raised this with Ntatelekota a month ago to say, Ntatelekota, bring us together, because we are faced with a grueling elections 8 months from now. We can't afford to have fights in courts and what. I said to him, please, you are the father of the Congress of the People. Bring us together. If we still want to see something, you have not.
You are out of Congress of the People now. You don't have a political party. I would presume that there are options. Are you going to be joining any existing political party? We see people who failed in their previous political parties. Others were expelled, probably others, they just simply did not impress either their members within the party, or one way or the other, they really did not manage to succeed in their political careers, and they are now starting their new political parties. Are you forming your own political party, or are you joining any of the existing political parties?
I'm not joining any political party, existing political party. For the mere fact, I don't think that they are representing the people on the ground. They are representing their own interest and selfish interest, for that matter. Let me tell you, Moloko, the United Democratic Front. I am from the United Democratic Front. When the UDF was disbanded, they disbanded it in the ANC. And I can tell you now, and many of the leaders are saying it was a very serious mistake. Ntate Sisulu, the late Ntate Sisulu, warned us to say, don't disband the UDF. You don't know what is going on.
What are you saying now? Are you calling for the resuscitation of the UDF to contest the election? Are you calling for the regrouping of your generation to now come to the political space?
The activists of the United Democratic Front must rise up and continue with what they have started in the 70s and 80s, 1983, when we launched the UDF in Mitchell's Plain. Those comrades must rise up. They must stand up.
What are its chances, though? I mean, a lot of young people don't even know anything about the UDF. It's been out in the political oblivion, and there are new political parties now that seem to be relevant and resonating well with young people. Surely you are going to be appealing to the people who are the minority, the old people, whereas the majority, which is young people, are likely not to even take heed.
The United Democratic Front was supported and was made up of civil society and not by individuals. So if our comrades, activists, must mobilize civil society. Civil society must come together.
All right, just a quick one. Is COPE still relevant?
Well, the people of this country will decide if COPE is still relevant or not.
Mr. Dennis Bloem, until recently, he was the spokesperson for the Congress of the People, and clearly he is now out. He has jumped ship. We don't know where his political future lies, but as he has said, he certainly is divorcing the Congress of the People. Cindy.
And Moloko, and as he was saying that he's not going to join any existing political party, short of saying that the United Democratic Front can be revised or resuscitated, so to speak, and whether that would take a political party on a ballot paper is, I think the horse has bolted there. So it looks more like Mr. Dennis Bloem is telling us that he's retiring from politics, but this is South Africa, anything is possible.
Well, he's been saying that he will remain an activist, although he says he's not joining any of the political parties that are existing. But yes, we have seen people that, some of them we did not even know until they announced that they were forming their own political parties. And we understand that the ballot paper is going to be longer in next year's elections, not only with new political parties that have entered the political scene, but also individuals who will be contesting. We don't know whether perhaps that is an option open for him to contest as an independent candidate, considering that indeed he does have a national appeal, if you like. He is known, he's been the face of the Congress of the People, but also his political career as a freedom fighter within the whole the ANC, and as a freedom fighter, as I said, but he's been holding even positions in Parliament. I think he was the chairperson of the Correctional Services. So I suppose he will now have to go and speak to his family, as he's been saying. This is the decision taken in consultation with his family to move away from Congress of their People. But the reality is that it's not going to be easy, because it's not been easy when he was in the Congress of the People, and there are new political parties that have even surpassed the Congress of the People in terms of relevance, the EFF, for instance, and other political parties that are new in the political space.
All right, thank you as always, so much appreciated. We're going to leave it there for the moment. That is eNCA reporter Moloko Moloto bringing us the latest on the national spokesperson of the Congress of the People, having made it clear that he is calling it quits and has severed all ties with COPE.